32% of women don't report they've been raped because they are afraid. They live in constant fear that the authorities will do nothing. Of course, everyone always says to tell someone. When you have finally built up that courage, will you even be able to speak? By Lori Anderson. It's my first morning of high school, and ninth graders are herded into the auditorium. Quickly, we fall into clans. Jocks, cheerleaders, goths, and thespians. I don't fall under any of these, but it's my fault. I mean, I have entered high school with the wrong hair and the wrong clothes. I'm an outcast, and there are people laughing so loud behind me, I can't resist, so I turn around. And when I do, I see Rachel. Rachel Bruin, my ex-best friend. But this was the girl who suffered through brownies with me, taught me how to swim, and didn't make fun of my very pink bedroom. But if there was anyone that I was dying to tell, it's Rachel. But her eyes met mine for a second, and she just said, "I hate you." And I'm silent. You see, Rachel got us into this end of the summer party. We blackmailed her older brother Jimmy into taking us. And she fit in perfectly, of course. Meanwhile, I was downing 3 beers, and after the last one, I thought I was going to throw up. So I walked out of the house towards a trail in the forest. But I was stopped, because there was a step behind me. A senior, Andy Evans. And he started talking to me, flirting with me. Where was Rachel? She had to see this. And then he kissed me. Hard, sweet, and deep. It nearly knocked me off my feet. And for a moment, I thought I would enter high school with a boyfriend older and stronger than me, to protect me from anyone or anything that ever tried to hurt me. You wanna? What did he say? I didn't answer. I didn't know. I didn't speak. I started mumbling something about leaving or a friend who needs me, and I can hear myself, and I sound like a deranged drunk. And I took a breath to say something, no, scream something, but he placed his hand over my mouth. And in my head, it was as clear as a bell. No, I don't want to. But I can't spit it out. And I was trying to remember the moonlight and how we got on the ground, and the next thing I knew, it was shorts down. Shirt up. No, this was not happening. I was back at Rachel's, and I was crimping my hair, and I was gluing on fake nails, and he hurts me. He hurts me. And then he gets up, and he zips his jeans, and he smiles. The next thing I remember, I was dialing 911 because I needed help, but I didn't even say anything. What was I supposed to? And the next thing I knew, there were screams of, "The cops are here!" And Rachel's face was so angry, and mine. That's when I walked out of the house through a forest of legs towards home without a word. Back at school, I had my janitor Andy's neck. I pushed just hard enough to raise one drop of blood. But I want to insert this into his neck. But I look up. His lips are paralyzed. He cannot speak. And that is good enough. I said no. And there was someone pounding on the door. And it was the lacrosse team, sweaty, angry, and their sticks held high. When they realized what was going on, someone peeled off and ran for help. At school the next day, I have become popular. Everyone knows what happens thanks to the lacrosse team. And that night, my mom had taken